Hi guys, how are all of you? Today I'm live here in Enjoy Your Ideas group by Sairaj sir. I really first of all want to thank Sairaj sir. I'm Vishakha Ashwin first of all, and I want to thank Sairaj sir for giving us this opportunity that we can all artists come here and show our talent here. Some we can showcase our what we do art here. So I'm really thankful to sir for that. I am from Hyderabad, and I am born and brought up in Bangalore. So I am basically from Bangalore, grown up there. So very comfortable with Kannada language. Now I am in Hyderabad. So we have been moving a lot from Bangalore, Mumbai, Pune, and now we are in Hyderabad. So this art journey of mine has started quite recently, you can say. So I am a physiotherapist by profession, and I have studied to be a physiotherapist. I practiced for a few years, but now I am totally into this art. So I take online art classes. I conduct online art classes. So since we moved to Hyderabad, I didn't have any people whom I knew. So this was a good option to start art classes. And clay work is my specialty. I like to do that. So I do more of clay work. I also do little bit of decoupage, resin, and everything. So now because of Sairaj sir, we have also started doing little bit of painting and sketching. So we've joined his class for portraits and sketching. So I was inspired first of all when I joined Fevicryl group, and when I saw everyone doing very beautiful work, so I really liked that. And Ajay Poddar sir and Prasanna Churi sir, they have all been my inspiration from the beginning actually. And now even Sairaj sir, he always inspires all of us artists a lot. So we are doing all this, and thank you everyone. And I think after joining Fevicryl, life has changed a lot for me, and I have many friends who are creative, and they do so much of good work that we also want to keep on increasing and improving our work actually. So every day is a learning process, and we keep learning something new here. So today sir has asked if we can do some art work, showcase our art. So I'm here to do some clay work, and I have been working more with molded. So everyone keeps saying that. So I'm more comfortable with molded actually. And I do most of my work with that. I have worked a little bit with paper mache and ceramic, but more comfortable with molded. And I do miniatures, so small things which now I'm putting more effort into getting the perfection. As I see all of you who are doing such wonderful work, and really Vidya Kamath, Ajay Poddar sir, and Prasanna Churi sir, and now even Sairaj sir. So everyone they all look for perfection, and they all guide us very well actually. So under their guidance, I am also trying to do something good. So just let me show you what all I have been doing. How do I turn the camera? Yeah. So I think most of you have seen these. So this is my miniature kitchen. So this I have started with this. This was my Buddha, the lion couple, and now the fridge magnets. So I'm having class for all these which are going on. This is also the Buddha which I made on the stone. So I hope everyone is able to see me clearly. Am I audible and is the video clear? Please somebody let me know. Then I can start my clay work. So this is all about me and my art journey so far. So all of you people are really inspiring, especially Ajay Poddar sir, Vidya Kamath, and Prasanna Churi sir, and Sairat sir, and all my friends. Actually, I have many friends who are very, very creative, and they we keep inspiring each other actually. So please somebody let me know if you can hear me. Am I audible? I can't see any comments. Okay, so I think I'll start my work now. So let me start now. So today I'm going to be working on this MDF. Somebody please let me know if you can hear me and if you can see me clearly. Can you please let me know? Okay, so I'm going to be working on this today. I have this small MDF cutout which is 5 by 5. This is MDF board. Okay, so this is, it can be used for small works. Some small works like this, you can use this. Or else you can work on plywood. Okay, so I'm going to be using Fevicryl molded clay. So this is a resin clay actually. Okay, so it comes in two parts, resin and a hardener. Okay, so it comes like this, and this clay dries up very, very quickly, so you need to work a little fast with it. So now what I do is I mix very little bit so that it is easier for me to work with. So I mix only so much at a time. So I will keep them together and I will cut it like this so that I will get equal quantities, and then I will take some talcum powder. Okay, and then I will mix it together. So you need to mix it until it is completely white. I'm not able to see any comments. I hope I am clear to you guys. Sometimes maybe there's some network issue. I have no idea. Okay, so mix it thoroughly. These lines should not be visible. Okay, so now it is almost done. So mix this in very small quantities, or else it becomes hard very soon and you will not be able to work that fast. Now I have drawn this design already. Okay, so now we need to understand the layers which are going to be in this. Okay, so now this leg is behind this leg, so this will be made first, and the body is behind the legs, so body has to be made before the legs, and the head is in front of the neck, so the head will come last, and the leg is in front of the stone, so the stone has to be made first, and in the stones also, this is behind, this is in front, and this is in front, so this stone has to be made first. You will make this next, and then you will make this one. Okay, so let's start making now. So I'm going to use Fevicol. So first I will make, okay, now this needs to be hard by the time we set it. So I will make the flute and keep first, so that by the time we finish the whole thing, it will set. So roll out a little bit, okay, and I will use MDF to roll it out. You will get a uniform roll. Okay, just roll it out like this. Okay, and you can cut how much is required. Okay, you can keep it aside. Now even the hands I will make and keep, then I will add the hands later. So similarly I will roll it out. For the hands I will roll and keep it aside. Okay, so here we have thin hands, so I think it should be okay. So I will keep this also in the side. Now first I will make the body. I will roll it out. I will make it like this, and according to the size I will start keeping. And for the neck I will take some extra. Okay, so according to your design, you need to keep the clay. It should not go outside the design. Just follow your design. Okay, use talcum powder and make it smooth. Cut out the excess. Okay, now this much is done. Give sufficient embossing. It should not be too flat. If it is little raised, it will give a nice effect. If it is too flat, it doesn't look good. Now I will mix little bit more. Now I think I will mix the whole thing, because this I can work quickly now. But if you are not comfortable, mix in small quantities, okay, so that it will not be, you don't have to work fast. You can take your own time and you can work. If you mix everything at a time, then you will have to work very quickly, and then the final finishing you will not be able to get. I am not able to see any comments. Maybe there is some problem with the network, I don't know. I will see your comments later on. If you are asking me any questions, I'll get back to you later. Okay, so I'm going to mix the whole thing now because I can work quickly now. Okay, mix it till it is completely white, otherwise it will not become hard. So if you want it to be fully set, you have to mix it thoroughly till it is completely white. And take equal quantities of resin and the hardener. Okay, yeah, now this is done. Now first we will make the stone, because the stone is behind the leg. So first this stone. So take a little bit. We don't want too much of raised effect in the stone, just little bit. Take talcum powder if you feel it is sticky. Okay, then start setting it according to the design. Okay, it's still here. Okay, make it smooth. You can bring it till here and then you can add like it is below his body. Okay, so let it come like this. Okay, now this stone. Now roll it out nicely and just press it into place. Okay, like this. And now the final one stone. I want it thin because this leg is going to come on top of that. Now this is a small mural, so you don't have to have too much of embossing effect in this. Okay, I will press it till here. You can use a knife to give the nice shape to this. Use talcum powder, make it smooth. This gives a nice finishing to our work. Okay, now let's make this leg first because this is behind this leg. Roll it out. Okay, press it till here. Okay, like this. You can cut out a little bit and you can gently push it down like this because the other leg will come here. Now for the other leg, I will roll it out. Take a little bit more. First we will make the foot. Okay, now for the foot, roll it out like this and like this. Just press here and like this. Okay, so this is our foot. So first we will stick the foot here. You can use a tool and gently press this here and lift this up a bit. Okay, now here keep this part little thick. This is the part in the thigh, and as it comes down a little thinner. Okay, follow your design. According to the design you have to place this. Okay, use your fingers to just, here we will make it a little flattish. Okay, that's it. So this is our dhoti. Use some talcum powder, make it nice and smooth. Now we will make the head. I think this should be sufficient. Roll it out, make it into a oval shape. I think little bit more is required. Okay, oval shape, just a little bit flat, curved in the center and flat at the sides. Okay, and little tilted like this. Okay, now for his headgear, we'll roll it out a bit like this, little thin. Okay, apply some Fevicol here. Cut it. One more strip. One here. one here. Okay. Now his ears will be here. So we will put earring, equal parts, 2 equal. Just roll it out into ball. Just keep it here. You can use any refill. Now I don't have, so I am going to give with this impression with this. You can use a refill also for this. Okay. Now for his hands. So first we will make his hands. I think this is little bigger. We need to reduce it a little bit. Yeah, I think this should be fine. Just follow your design. According to your design, you need to place it. First, the hand in the back. So this is the hand in the back. So we will keep this here first. Just make this like this for the hand. Keep it like this. Cut it together first of all. Okay. And so this can be curved like this. This is a contemporary style, so it doesn't have to have a cut, I mean like a straight cut kind of thing here. So it will be rounded. Okay. Again, now I will keep the flute here. Okay, first we need little bit of, so flute can be thinner. So you need to use a MDF if you are working for the first time. You will get a uniform roll. Okay. Now, first, let me just measure how much I need. Okay, I'll cut this. And then the remaining, I want to make his shawl. So what I will do is, I will just press this like this. Okay, apply talcum powder at the base. So that it doesn't get stuck there. Okay, and press it like this so that you will get a flat. You can even roll it out. Okay, I am just making it thin. And make it longer. So do all this when it is slightly dry. Like after now, it's almost 15-20 minutes. Now I will give some designs on this. Just give some random designs. Okay, and so all these textures will look nice when you highlight it with your metallic colors. So give deep impressions when you're making this. Okay, so first I will add the shawl and then the stole. Okay, so this will come first till here. And start keeping it from here. You can add the hand. Okay, so first we need to add the hand. Okay, now the other hand. Cut it at this level. Now add the shawl. Okay, this you can give some folds like this, like it's in the air. And now the flute. So it will be better if you make the flute the previous day, so that it will stay straight. Or you can even place a okay. What else is remaining? Now we need the more punk. So roll it out, make it into a teardrop shape, make it flat. Okay. Okay, and then give these cuts like this, parallel to each other. And you can add it here. You can either keep it on the board or you can add it here also. Okay. Now this is done, and if you want to give little bit, just make a ball and keep it here for the time being, so that it retains the shape after some time, and then you can remove the ball. Okay, and now we need this here. We need a baju band for him. So not Bajuband, what is that called? Whatever it is called. So that needs to go here and cut out the excess. Okay, and then one foot is coming shown from here a little bit. So whatever is remaining, just roll it out, press a little bit, and here like this. So this foot is coming from here. Now let's give some textures for this, so that when you highlight, it will look very nice with metallic colors. I am going to just draw some designs on this. And when you're doing this, keep your pencil or needle slanted, not straight like this, slanted. And give deep cuts, deep designs, so that when you highlight it, it will look very nice. Okay, and then some design here also. Okay guys, so this is, I think, looking complete now. Done. Okay, now now I don't have clay mixed for this, but you can make some side designs. If you want to, you can do some more designs in the side here. That's totally up to you guys. Okay, so now I have made some and once and kept before. Now if I want to, I have given texture also. So for texture, I have used ceramic powder and Fevicol. I have mixed and given texture with my fingers. Just mix ceramic powder, Fevicol, mix it and give the texture. Okay, and then let it dry for a few hours. So I made it last night, so I have allowed it to dry, and I painted this black also, because if I have to highlight, it should be completely dry. So now the background I want to make maroon. So let me start coloring this now. So I think maroon and gold will look nice. You can also use dark blue and gold. Just give a coat of maroon. So your comments I will see later on. I am not able to see right now. So once this is over, maybe I'll be able to see those comments. So this in the side I didn't have enough clay to do that. So you can just make strips and put, or whatever you like, you can make in the sides. You can even make the background black and paint that also. Golden highlights can be done. So that combination is totally up to you. I had made once maroon and golden, that was looking very nice. So I thought, let me do this also. I could have as well done this, but then I thought, what else will I show coloring? So I thought, let me do this in front of you guys. Now I have to just highlight it with gold and we will be done. So anybody wants to try, please try this and let me know how you find it. And when you post it, please tag me also. Okay, so now this is done. Let it enter into all the corners. Let this whites not be seen. Use a thin brush if you feel. Okay, done. Now I am going to use this gold. This is a local brand. You can also use Fevicryl gold or any other gold that you have. Okay, let me see. I'm seeing some comments now. Which clay I have used? Fevicryl molded. And this is very, very thin, maybe hardly 4 mm or 2 mm maybe. Okay, so this is MDF. Yes, molded. What else? Thank you, sir. Thank you. Now I'm able to see some comments. Hi, Richa. Hi, Harsha. Thank you, Rajvi. Hi, Uma. And if you have joined late, you can again watch the video from the beginning later on. It will be there. Yeah, maybe 3 mm. Yeah, 2 mm or 3 mm possible. So, thank you, sir. So now I will use this gold. And this is totally dry. The brush needs to be completely dry. And remove the excess. Okay, let it be completely dry. And highlight the textures like this. the lines are like this, go in the opposite direction. Okay, go in the opposite direction to the lines and take very little paint in your brush. Okay. Don't use too much, it will go inside your texture. Poshita, yes, I have used acrylic colors on molded. You can use acrylic colors. If you are worried, you can apply a layer of primer first so that it will not get peeled off. So nowadays I am applying a layer of primer before starting the coloring. Which primer? I use Asian Paints wall primer. You can use any other brand also. Use water-based primer, white color preferably. You can use any other primer also. There are all brands. I use Asian Paints, but not necessary. Aarti, yes, you can color the background first, but the problem is that it becomes dull as you do the clay work. When you do the clay work, the powder and everything starts sticking, coming onto the background. So you will again need to give a, see now I'm just giving a touch up of this Pearl Desert Gold. This is by Fevicryl. So just here and there, just adding a little more brightness to this. So sometimes if the area is small to work with, I prefer to make the background coloring first. Like in my fridge magnets, I made many of the backgrounds coloring first. Because to enter those small areas, it's very difficult later on after the clay work. And now this color is coming out. You can even paint maroon after this whole thing. You can give a coat of maroon again. Okay. And here like an aura, you can just do this. This is completely dry brush. Just like an aura, you can do this here. There is very little paint in my brush. That's all. Okay. And if you want, in the sides you can give a little bit of gold touch here and there in the corners. So this can be a part of a bigger project. It can be by itself or it can be a part of a bigger project. You can make 2-3 like this and it can be like a theme, or it can be on its own. So I think this should be enough now. This is done now. Thank you Purvi, thank you Seema, thank you Tanuja, thank you Sabita. So let me just show you where I have, see now suppose this background. So I need to do merging of the colors in the background. So here I have painted the background first and then the clay work, because here then it will be difficult to get the merging of 2-3 colors at a time. So here I did it in the beginning. This also I did in the beginning. So it depends on what you want to do. Something like this is still okay because it's totally going to be black or in a single tone. So you can do the coloring later on. But suppose you want to do mixing in the background, some 2-3 colors, then you will have to do the background coloring first and then the clay work on that. Thank you everybody, thank you so much for watching. I think this is done now. So any more questions you guys have, you can ask me. And you can visit my page Wishcraft for all the upcoming classes and details. And even Vishakha Ashwin, you can check my profile. So tomorrow we have, day after tomorrow we have one class starting for ceramic mugs, clay work on ceramic mugs. So this class we are going to start. So these mugs we are going to make in the class. The class is starting from Thursday. So anybody interested in any more classes also can message me. Poshita, you get these MDF in a big sheet in hardware shops. Okay, so you can ask that person to cut it for you. He will cut it in whatever shape that you want and whatever size that you want. So now I wanted to make some coasters, so I bought this thin MDF. But for murals, it is preferably better if you go for 8 mm, 12 mm. You get 8 mm, 12 mm MDF. तनुजा, श्योरली आप मुझे मैसेज कर दीजिए मैसेंजर पे. मैं आपको नंबर देती हूँ, तो आप मैसेज कर सकते हैं. वो from where these MDF fridge magnets, so these bases are readily available in FB. So I buy from Craftily Connect. So her name is Jasmine Siddiqui on Facebook. So you can buy the bases like this and you can make the clay work on that. Tanuja, मैं हैदराबाद से हूँ. I am in Hyderabad. Thank you, Indu ma'am. Do we need varnish? See, generally we are not going to do any rough use, so I don't do varnish as such. But like suppose if I'm doing on this mug, then I will varnish it. Or if suppose it's going to be washed or wiped regularly, then a coat of varnish is required. But for a mural, it's up to you actually, and also the weather conditions in your place. If you feel that it might get spoiled, then a coat of varnish is good. You can apply a coat of varnish. In hardware shops, you get these MDF and the carpenter will cut it for you. Thank you, Vidya. So I think I can stop the video here now. And any more questions, you guys can message me on Messenger. Indu ma'am, I use Asian Paints varnish, Aquador PU. Aquador PU is good for good varnish. It will not give a yellow tint. Many of these varnishes, when you apply them, after some time they give this yellow tint after a few years actually. So Aquador PU I've heard is very good, and I have started using that now, especially for decoupage materials. Usha, yes, you can see this video later on. It will be in the group. You can see it again. Okay, Tanuja, you can message me. मैं आपको सब details देती हूँ. So, Poshita, here I use these kind of magnets. So these magnets I use at the back. You can stick them, or you even get magnetic sheets nowadays. You can use that also. Thank you, Meera. Thank you, Kanak. So with this you can put it on the fridge directly. Okay guys, then bye-bye. So I will stop the video here, and any more queries you can message on Messenger, and I will also put my phone number on this post. I don't know if I'll let me see if I can do that. Okay guys, bye-bye. Have a nice day, and anyone wants to try this, try, and please let me know how you liked it. Okay, bye-bye.